What's up? Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Finster, SoundCloud, SoundClick, Mawoo, and all points north. It's your boy Tone 202 coming at you one more again with another ridiculous story. Woo! This right here, this is what makes you just... This is one thing I do like about our justice system. When they put people like this away, I'm like, yes, the justice system. Because this dude right here, his name is Mark, B-E-R-N-D-T. Burnt, I guess. Your boy Mark was a teacher at elementary school, teaching third graders, and he has been a teacher for 30 years. Now, people have been complaining about Mark doing things to them since 1990. So, I mean, come on. This dude has been acting up since 1990, but this is what he's been doing. This is what he's got caught doing. Basically, what he did was he would blindfold the third graders and play eating games with them. He would make cookies and they had cum on them. So he would make children eat sperm-laced cookies. It gets worse. Not only that, sometimes the cookies would have a huge cockroach on them. I'm going to let you drink that in, audience. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Finster, drink that in. What kind of madness do you have to be? What kind of spell, what kind of demonic spirit do you, oh man, Brother Mark. Let me keep, oh my goodness, Lord God, Jesus Christ, help us all. Anyways, so Mark has done this to a number of children. Basically, there's 23 charges against him. And he pleaded no contest, which, if you don't know what no contest is, it just means they're going to find you guilty, but you're not going to fight against a no contest plea. So basically, his lawyers had him plead no contest, which means they can go ahead and sentence him. And they did this because they didn't want the kids to relive what happened to them in court, meaning they didn't want to go to trial. So it's just like, we're just going to plead no contest. We're not going to say not guilty because what? You'll have to go to trial. These children will have to relive the same thing. So it was a very smart thing to do in lieu of the kids would have to relive this nightmare, which you can't forget that. I remember when my third grade teacher beat me. You know, and I deserved it because I was acting a fool. And she sat on me. She didn't beat me. She had a big body and she was 3 times bigger than me, and she was just like, you keep screaming, I'm going to do something. Boom, she sat on me. You know what? I loved her for it. Thank you. I deserved it. I was being an a-hole, whatever. This teacher right here, you know, but the point is, I never forgot it. They're not going to forget eating cum and cockroaches in the 3rd grade. Whoop. Let me keep going. Basically, so Mark has been sentenced to 25 years in jail. Mark is 60 years old. So basically, they gave him a life sentence. I mean, you do the math. You know, if he does live that long, he will be, what? Come on, man, 85? Not everybody dies at 85, but what's he going to do when he gets out? You know? Nonetheless, the parents are, of course, pissed off, but they're happy with the 25-year sentence. And I'm going to tell you something. I don't think people are happy with the 25-year sentence because it's 25 years. I think they're happy with a 25-year sentence because they know he's going to go to maximum prison and he's going to get it. He's going to get what he deserves when they find out what he's done. I mean, you're in trouble. You get. Let's look at case in point. Jeffrey Dahmer. How long did Jeffrey Dahmer last in jail? I don't even think he made 6 months. Jeffrey Dahmer. A more recent case. The guy who raped the children or had those three young ladies and had like kids with them in Cleveland, Ohio. That guy right there, how long he last in jail? They found this dude 2 months ago. Now, he was sentenced to jail probably maybe 3-4 months ago. They found this dude a month ago, he was found dead with his pants down to his ankles. What do you think they did to him? When they raped Jeffrey Dahmer, they raped Jeffrey Dahmer with a broomstick. I mean, if you really want to get graphic, hopefully no kids are listening to this, but they broke a broomstick off in Jeffrey Dahmer and he hemorrhaged from the inside out. I'm telling you, for one, that is a very painful death. For two, you don't just die out. You don't just fall over and die like a gunshot to the head. You're gonna that's some hurting stuff, and it's gonna hurt while they're doing it to you. Come on, it's all bad for this dude. Just like the guy who raped those kids in Cleveland. That guy is dead. And you know what's really crazy? Here's what's really crazy about the guy in Cleveland. When he died, they found him with his pants around his ankles, but they also said that there was a suicide note beside him. And he had, I don't know, he hung himself or whatever. It's like, no, this guy did not hang himself. He didn't write that suicide note. They killed him. But what's really crazy is the guards, the prison guards, the police, the lawyers, anybody in the legal system who had anything to do with that case, nobody said a word. Nobody defended. Nobody had an investigation. There was nothing on the news. It was like, let's look in there. We need to, bring somebody to justice. Whoever killed this guy. Nope. Nothing. Nothing. Why? Because they feel he deserved it. This is what this guy, Mark Burnett, has to look forward to. This is what you got to look forward to. Yo, 20, like I said, so... Okay, I said that, 63. Okay, so yeah, he has 63 counts. And, yeah, it's going to be settled for 20. Golly, they're going to hurt the school system by doing this. $29.5 million. Where's that money coming from? Who's going to get this? I mean, really, is that going to fix anything? It's going to make a lot of parents happy. But their kid is still going to be messed up in the head. And what's really crazy is there's 71 more counts pending. This guy has been he's been teaching for 30 years. So just think of how many people he messed up. They're adults now. Like they're adults now who have been complaining about this guy since 1990. So imagine you being in the 3rd grade, then you grow up, you're freaking 33 years old now, or 27 years old now, and you're just like, yo, that teacher did this to me, when I was, and nobody said anything for what? 13 years. Nobody said anything. And then for the children who was molested, before 1990, I mean, come on. Could you think of where's their retribution? Where's their retribution at? This whole thing is, what's really crazy? The teachers. There are some really messed up teachers. I did another video about teachers. There are some, I know some great teachers. Like, I know a teacher, it is unimaginable how much time this woman spends caring for her children, and they're like her children. I mean, she has children, but this woman, I mean, she loves her students. She loves them to the point where even the parents are are just in awe of this woman. And, you know, Mawu, you are something else when it comes to your job. And I wish you got like a medal or just something to make people recognize who and what you are, Mawu, because you are something else. But nonetheless, she is like one of the greatest teachers I've ever known because of the work she puts into, because of the pride she puts into it. But then you have demons like this guy who are making teachers look really, really bad. And just imagine, this is a third grade. So something has to be done because, you know, there are a lot of teachers ending up in the news for sexually deviant acts against children of all ages. I mean, come on, from kindergarten all the way up to high school, they're molesting children. It's like the thing to do now. Or either it's not the thing to do. Now, what it is now everybody's getting caught. Because obviously, he's been in for 30 years, teaching, and they've been complaining about it since 1990. So people have been doing this. I mean, people have been screwing their students and putting roaches in their mouth and blindfolding them and making them eat sperm-laced cookies. I'm on a tangent. But damn it, I'm mad about it. Man, oh man. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell y'all something. You know what? I'm not even gonna say that. There was a guy. I'll put it like this. There was a guy out here, and where I live, and this guy. And I'll make this short because I'm gonna end the video. But this guy, once again, my little man, thank you for loving your students the way you do. Please keep that up, and I hope that spreads. I hope everybody just thank you. But anyway, so I'm gonna tell you, this guy who went to jail out here, out where I live, and what this idiot did was he had met this woman, and she had a 6-month-old, and they're Caucasian, and basically, you know, she starts dating this guy, and they're in the house, all three of them together, 6-month-old, and the 6-month-old was a little boy. So she leaves the little boy in the room, like in the living room, or I think it was the living room, with this guy, and she goes in the kitchen or whatever. But basically what this guy does is he takes his penis out and he sticks it in a little boy's mouth until it suffocates him. So the little boy died of asphyxiation because of a penis was in his mouth. This happened where I live, out here. Like, this happened 6 years ago. And it was just so crazy. But when it shone on the news, I was like, that dude is somebody's gonna get this dude. And sure enough, you know, the news was following so tight. But when he went in, just for his arraignment, when he went in, he was in for a couple days, and then he had to go because they arrest you. Then you go before the judge. It takes you 2 weeks, for the judge to, arraign you or whatever before they give you your sentence or pre-trial or whatever you're going to do, if you're going to no contest or whatever. But nonetheless, when he showed in court, the news was on it, and you see this guy was all beat up. It was like, we're going to get him. They was beating him up as soon as he got in the jail. I'm going to tell y'all something. For those of you who have never experienced the prison system, and it doesn't have to be maximum. It doesn't. You can just... They put you in a tank with 30 other people. I'm just giving you a visual for those of you who've never been in the system. 30 other people are in the tank with you when you go in to the prison system. All of those people in that tank, they could be felons, they could be there for misdemeanors, and they could be murderers. They mix them all together. Sometimes. The majority of the time, they do. And you also have people who are in there they're waiting for Fed cases. So all of those people are in the jail or in that tank with you. You don't know who's who. When you're walking in, you really don't know who's who, not unless you already know somebody there. Nonetheless, I don't think this guy did. Nonetheless, when they do that, you go into this tank, all of those people, because you know you have nothing to do when you're in those tanks. You're just sitting there, whatever. They watch a lot of TV. And guess what one of their favorite shows is? The news. When they see the local news and they see what you done, they already know your situation before you do. You walk into that prison, they know who you are, they know what you did, and a lot of them actually know how much time you're going to get. They pretty much know what's going to happen to you because they've been in the system so long. But when you walk into that tank, they know what you did. If some of those men are in there, which majority of them are fathers who actually love their children, guess what's going to happen to you? This your boy Tone 202. Man, just pray for those children. Just pray for them. We have to start praying for these people. I'm out. Peace.